Hello, my friend. What if I told you your bones aren't too old to heal, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s? That you can still rebuild strength, prevent fractures, and walk taller with just a few powerful foods? In this video, you'll discover 5 everyday foods that go beyond calcium pills, foods that science shows can reverse bone loss, improve balance, and restore your confidence. Don't let brittle bones define your future. You're not too late, and you're certainly not too weak. Stay with me, your stronger bones could start with your next meal. Let me tell you a story that might sound familiar. Margaret was 73 when she slipped while reaching for a plate in her kitchen. Just one small fall, but it shattered her wrist and sent her confidence plummeting. The doctor told her she had old bones and suggested slowing down. She left the hospital not just with a cast, but with a heavy sense that her best days were behind her. For weeks, Margaret avoided walking outside alone. She stopped gardening, skipped family events, and feared falling again. But what hurt most wasn't the broken bone, it was the loss of independence. And yet, that wasn't the end of her story. One afternoon, her granddaughter brought over a printed article that said something bold: "You're not too old to rebuild bone." Margaret raised an eyebrow. At my age? But something inside her shifted. She read on. It talked about powerful foods, real, natural ingredients, that could help strengthen bones even in your 70s and 80s. It wasn't a miracle cure. It was nutrition. It was possible. That small spark of hope was all she needed. Margaret began adding just one of those foods to her daily meals. Then two. She didn't start lifting weights or taking dozens of pills. She simply nourished her bones, consistently. A year later, her bone scan showed improvement. But more importantly, she walked tall again, in her garden, with her family, with herself. You see, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means getting wiser about how you take care of yourself. Bones may weaken with time, but they don't stop responding. And today, I want to share with you the same truth Margaret discovered: you can rebuild bone. All it takes is the right fuel, and a little faith. Let's talk about the 5 powerful foods that can help you do just that. Most people think of bones as hard, lifeless structures, like rocks inside the body. But the truth is, your bones are living tissue. They're constantly breaking down and rebuilding, even into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. That's right, bone regeneration doesn't stop with age. It just slows down. And with the right support, you can help your bones become stronger, denser, and more resilient again. So what causes bones to weaken in the first place? After the age of 50, especially for women after menopause, the body begins to lose bone mass more rapidly. That's due in part to declining levels of estrogen and testosterone, hormones that help maintain bone density. In addition, the body's ability to absorb calcium decreases with age. Vitamin D levels often drop too, especially in people who don't get regular sunlight. The result? Bones become more porous, more fragile, and more likely to fracture from minor falls or movements. This condition is known as osteoporosis, and it affects more than 10 million Americans, with millions more at risk. But even before osteoporosis develops, many older adults experience what's called osteopenia, a stage of bone thinning that often goes unnoticed until a break happens. But here's the good news: bones are dynamic. Inside every bone is a network of cells constantly working, osteoblasts to build bone, and osteoclasts to break down old tissue. In a healthy system, these processes stay balanced. When bone loss overtakes bone building, that's when we run into trouble. But with the right nutrients, you can tip the balance back toward rebuilding. Key nutrients play a critical role in this process. Calcium is the most well-known. It's the main building block of bones. But calcium needs help to do its job. That's where vitamin D comes in. It helps your body absorb calcium from food. Magnesium and vitamin K2 support bone mineralization and help direct calcium into the bones instead of soft tissues like arteries. Protein is essential too. About 50% of bone is made of protein collagen, and without enough of it, bones lose their structure and strength. Many seniors are surprised to learn that antioxidants also protect bone health. Chronic inflammation in the body can speed up bone loss, and antioxidants from whole foods, like fruits, vegetables, and nuts, help reduce that damage. Now, you might be thinking, can't I just take a calcium supplement? While supplements can help, food offers a more complete package. When you get nutrients from real foods, your body absorbs them better and uses them more efficiently. Plus, foods come with other supportive compounds, fiber, enzymes, and phytonutrients that pills just can't replicate. In fact, studies show that seniors who eat a balanced, nutrient-rich diet build and maintain stronger bones compared to those who rely on supplements alone. What you eat every day matters more than what you swallow in a pill. So no, you're not too old to rebuild your bones. You just need to give them what they've been craving: powerful, natural nutrients from the right foods. And in the next section, I'll show you 5 bone-building foods that can truly make a difference. They're simple. They're accessible. And they work, even if you're starting in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. Let's get started. 1. Sardines. Let's begin with a small but mighty food: sardines. Don't let their size fool you. These tiny fish are one of the most powerful bone-building foods you can add to your plate, especially as you age. Why sardines? First, they're packed with calcium, and not just a little. A 3.5-ounce serving of canned sardines with bones provides over 320 milligrams of calcium. That's nearly a third of your daily needs in one small meal. But sardines don't stop there. They're also loaded with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb and use that calcium properly. That combination is gold for your bones. Another bonus: sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation, especially chronic low-grade inflammation, is one of the silent factors that speeds up bone loss over time. Omega-3s work quietly behind the scenes to protect your bones while also supporting joint health, a win-win for aging adults. And perhaps the best part: sardines are incredibly accessible and affordable. No fancy cooking required. You can eat them straight out of the can, add them to salads, toast, or mash them into a healthy spread. The soft, edible bones may seem unusual at first, but they're exactly what delivers that boost of natural calcium. If you're worried about taste, try sardines packed in olive oil with a squeeze of lemon. They're surprisingly mild, and once you know they're healing your bones from the inside out, they might just become your new favorite snack. 2. Leafy greens: kale, collard greens, bok choy. If sardines aren't quite your thing, don't worry, your next bone-building hero grows right in the garden. Leafy greens like kale, collard greens, and bok choy are powerful allies in your fight against bone loss. These greens are excellent sources of plant-based calcium, which is especially helpful for those who are lactose intolerant or avoiding dairy. 1 cup of cooked collard greens, for example, offers over 250 milligrams of calcium, and it comes naturally wrapped in fiber, water, and a host of other nutrients your body loves. But the real superstar in leafy greens is vitamin K, specifically, vitamin K1. This vitamin plays a crucial role in helping calcium bind to the bone matrix and stay there. Without enough vitamin K, calcium may not be fully utilized and could even build up in places it doesn't belong, like arteries. That's why leafy greens are essential. They offer both the mineral and the activator. Leafy greens are also anti-inflammatory, thanks to their high levels of antioxidants and phytonutrients. They help reduce bone-wasting inflammation and support better digestion, which, in turn, supports better nutrient absorption. Don't be afraid to get creative with how you eat them. Steam them, sauté with garlic, blend into a smoothie, or toss into soups. A small handful each day can have a big impact over time. So whether it's kale in your salad or bok choy in your stir-fry, leafy greens are nature's bone protectors, gentle, green, and full of strength. 3. Prunes. Next up is a food that might surprise you, prunes. Yes, those humble dried plums you've seen in your grandma's pantry are actually one of the most scientifically proven foods for improving bone health. Prunes are rich in polyphenols, natural compounds that help protect bone cells from breaking down. They're also packed with potassium, magnesium, and a touch of vitamin K, all of which play crucial roles in bone metabolism. But the real magic lies in their ability to reduce something called bone resorption, the process where bones lose density over time. In fact, several studies from respected institutions have shown that just 5 to 6 prunes a day can help reverse bone loss in postmenopausal women. One landmark study published in the journal Osteoporosis International followed women over 12 months and found that those who ate prunes daily had significantly higher bone mineral density in the spine and forearm compared to those who didn't. What makes prunes so senior-friendly is how easy they are to incorporate into your routine. No cooking, no prep, just grab a few and eat them as a snack, mix into oatmeal, or blend into a smoothie. Their natural sweetness also helps satisfy sugar cravings in a healthy way. So, if you're looking for a simple, delicious, and proven way to support your bones, don't overlook prunes. Sometimes, the old-fashioned favorites hold the strongest healing power. 4. Greek yogurt. When it comes to strong bones, Greek yogurt earns its place as a nutritional powerhouse, and it's one of the easiest and most enjoyable foods to include in your day. A single cup of Greek yogurt provides around 250 to 300 milligrams of calcium, along with 20 grams of protein, both essential for bone strength. Protein makes up nearly half of your bone mass, yet many older adults don't get enough of it, which can lead to muscle loss and weaker bones. Greek yogurt helps bridge that gap deliciously. But here's where Greek yogurt truly stands out: it contains probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that improve gut health. Why does this matter for bones? Because your gut is where calcium and other nutrients are absorbed. A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, and better nutrient absorption means stronger bones. Greek yogurt also contains vitamin B12, which supports cellular repair, and phosphorus, another mineral that works with calcium to form strong bones and teeth. To make the most of Greek yogurt, choose the plain, unsweetened kind to avoid added sugars, and add your own flavor with berries, cinnamon, or chopped nuts. You can even use it as a creamy base for smoothies or salad dressings. Whether you enjoy it for breakfast or as a midday snack, Greek yogurt offers a triple threat: protein, calcium, and gut-friendly bacteria, all working together to keep your bones strong, your digestion smooth, and your body energized. 5. Almonds. Let's wrap up this powerful list with a crunchy favorite: almonds. These little nuts are more than just a tasty snack. They're a bone-strengthening powerhouse, especially important for seniors who need nutrient-dense foods in smaller portions. First, almonds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that often gets overlooked but plays a vital role in bone health. Magnesium helps convert vitamin D into its active form, which is essential for calcium absorption. Without enough magnesium, even a calcium-rich diet won't support your bones properly. Just a 1-ounce serving of almonds, that's about 23 nuts, provides nearly 80 milligrams of magnesium, along with calcium, phosphorus, and healthy fats that support overall bone strength. Almonds also offer plant-based protein, which helps maintain the collagen structure in bones and supports muscle health, crucial for fall prevention and mobility. Plus, they're high in antioxidants, particularly vitamin E, which helps reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, both contributors to bone loss. What's more, almonds are convenient. No peeling, slicing, or cooking. You can toss a handful into oatmeal, yogurt, or salads. You can even blend them into smoothies or spread almond butter on whole grain toast for a bone-boosting breakfast or snack. And here's a bonus: almonds are also great for heart health and blood sugar control, making them a smart all-around choice for older adults. So when you're reaching for something to snack on, reach for almonds. Your bones, muscles, and whole body will thank you. A small handful a day can help keep you standing tall for years to come. Let's pause for a moment and think about what this really means. The fear of weak bones isn't just about the bones themselves, it's about everything they represent. For so many older adults, it's the fear of falling and not being able to get back up. It's the fear of losing independence, of having to rely on others, or even being told, you can't live on your own anymore. That fear is real, and it's something many people silently carry every day. A small misstep on the stairs. A stumble on the sidewalk. And just like that, your life can change. But here's the truth: you don't have to live in fear. You don't have to accept fragile bones as your fate. Because even now, especially now, your body is still capable of healing. It's easy to believe that by the time we hit our 60s or 70s, our bones are already past saving. But that simply isn't true. Science and real-life stories show us otherwise. Margaret, from the beginning of this video, didn't just survive her fracture, she came back stronger, more confident, and more hopeful. And all she did was begin making small, consistent changes to how she nourished herself. That's the message I want you to take to heart: it's never too late. Your bones are alive. They respond to what you feed them. They rebuild, even now, if you give them the chance. Each of the 5 foods we discussed today, sardines, leafy greens, prunes, Greek yogurt, and almonds, offers a natural, proven way to strengthen your bones from the inside out. They're not expensive, not exotic, and they don't require a prescription. They're everyday foods with extraordinary power. And more importantly, choosing these foods is an act of self-respect. Every time you add a few prunes to your breakfast, or stir some greens into your soup, or snack on almonds instead of chips, you're telling your body, I still believe in you. I still care. Imagine what your life could look like a few months from now. Climbing stairs without fear. Bending down to play with your grandkids. Gardening without pain. Walking tall and proud, not hunched over. These aren't fantasies, they're real possibilities. You deserve to move freely. To feel safe and steady in your own body. And it starts with the food on your plate. Your bones may have grown older, but they haven't stopped listening. So feed them well, and let them show you what's still possible. So now that you've heard the truth, that your bones can be rebuilt at any age, the question becomes, what will you do today? This isn't about changing everything overnight. It's about choosing one small step that can lead to a stronger, steadier future. Maybe it's adding a handful of almonds to your afternoon routine. Maybe it's trying sardines for the first time, even just a bite. Or maybe it's tossing a few prunes into your morning oatmeal. Whatever it is, let it be the beginning of your new chapter. You don't need to wait for a doctor's appointment or a new supplement to get started. These foods are right in your grocery store, some might already be in your kitchen. And every single one of them has the potential to protect you from fractures, support your mobility, and help you stay independent. I invite you to pick one of the 5 foods we covered today and try it this week. Not because you have to, but because you deserve to. You deserve to feel confident when you walk. You deserve to wake up and know your body is strong and supported. You deserve the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're doing something good for yourself. Let us know in the comments, which food will you try first? We love hearing from you. Your journey might inspire someone else to take that same first step. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out our other ElderSpark videos. We have more tips on protecting your bones, strengthening your legs, and staying healthy and independent as you age. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're here with you, every step, every story, and every solution that helps you live fully and age powerfully. Remember, it's never too late to rebuild what matters. And your bones, just like your spirit, are stronger than you think. Let's quickly go over what we've learned today. Your bones may get older, but they are still alive, still capable of rebuilding, strengthening, and supporting you if you give them the right care. And the good news is, you don't need expensive supplements or complicated routines to do it. We talked about 5 powerful foods that support bone health naturally. Sardines, rich in calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s. Leafy greens, loaded with calcium and vitamin K to keep calcium in your bones. Prunes, proven to slow and even reverse bone loss. Greek yogurt, packed with calcium, protein, and probiotics. Almonds, full of magnesium, plant-based protein, and antioxidants. These aren't magic, they're real, everyday foods with extraordinary healing potential. If you take just one thing from today's video, let it be this. You are not too old to rebuild your bones. Start small. Stay consistent. Your future self, strong, steady, and full of life, will thank you.